I'm going to discuss here about the comparing and arranging fractions. So this is in workbook page 75. So let's have the first example in question number 4. Question number 4, letter A. Okay, so here you are going to underline the smallest fraction. So these are the example in letter A. We have 1/4, 2/3, and 1/2. So we have learned in our previous lessons how are you going to arrange fractions with similar fractions. So when we say similar fractions, the denominators are the same. But here, these are what we call dissimilar fraction because the denominators are different. So we have here, the denominator is 4, the denominator is 3, and the denominator is 2. So we cannot compare the numerators. So there are a lot of ways how are you going to compare so that you could arrange fractions. Okay, because you need to compare so that you could arrange the fraction. So the first method that I'm going to show you is the using the fraction model. Okay, when you use the fraction model, so you have to make sure that all your rectangles are of the same size and of the same length. Okay, for example, we have here the three rectangles. So the first rectangle is for 1/4. Okay, so let's write here 1/4, and then here is for the 2/3, and then the last one will be for the 1/2. Okay, so since this is 1/4, so the denominator is 4, so we need to cut it or divide it into 4 equal parts. Okay, so make sure that you are going to divide it equally. Okay, and then for the next rectangle, we have 2/3. So it means that we need to divide it into 3 parts because it says 2/3. And then here, since the denominator is 2, so it means we are going to divide it into 2 parts. So you will see the difference between the dividing or the splitting of the box. So here we have 4 parts, 3 parts, and then 2 parts. So let's start with the 1/4. So it's since this is 1/4, so we divide it into 4, and then we are going to shade 1 part only. So it means 1/4 is this big, or the value of the 1/4. Okay, how big it is, it will be like this. Okay, so from here, starting from here until here. Okay, and then the 2/3, so it means we are going to shade 2 parts. Okay, so we divide it into 3 parts, then we are going to shade 2 parts. So let's shade 2 parts. 1 part, 2. So this is our 2/3. Okay, so it means starting from here until here. So this is how big 2/3 is. Okay, and then the last one, which is 1/2. So since we divide it into 2 parts, so we are going to shade 1 part only. So this is how 1/2 looks like. Okay. So 1/2 is from here until here. So you can see from the illustration from the drawing that 2/3 is the biggest. Okay, so this is our biggest fraction. Okay, and then so that we could easily see now that the smallest is the 1/4. Okay, so this is the smallest. So if you're going to arrange it from biggest to smallest, so you will start with, okay, so biggest to smallest. So if you're going to arrange it, if you're going to arrange or order, so we're going to start with the 2/3, followed by 1/2, and then the smallest will be 1/4, so the last one. Now, since the question in number 4 is underline the smallest fraction, so since 1/4 is the smallest, so you are going to underline the 1/4. So that is the first method, okay, using fraction model.